Hello YouTube, ZiggyNo back with Sports Cards Daily. Today I'm going to talk about Panini. Panini, guardian of the hobby, protector of NFL products, defender of the NBA, or destroyer of the hobby. Overprinting, greedy, selfish, lying, terrible customer service, destroyer of the hobby. You tell me. Now let me give you some background here real quickly. When I got back into the hobby back in 2015-16, the first thing that shocked me was, hey, where's Donruss and Fleer and Topps? Those are the three guys I used to play with. Upper Deck, Score, yeah, you know them. When I got back, there was Topps and there was Panini and there was Upper Deck. And I wonder where all the other guys went. Now my understanding is Panini apparently struck exclusive licensing with the NFL and the NBA. In mid-2000s, if I'm not mistaken. It might have been 2012, somewhere there, 2012, 13, something like that. But they got these licenses, and I assume they were the first one to do this. I don't believe Topps had exclusivity, or Upper Deck did before, but I believe this started an arms race, right, where Topps then later on goes out and gets exclusivity with baseball, and Upper Deck was hockey. Now, I'll say both of their licenses aren't as airtight as Panini has. As an example, you hear stories that Panini also has a licensing for Mickey Mantle. The Mickey Mantle family gave the licensing to Panini, sold it to Panini because, hey, Panini offered a big money. That's why you won't see Topps making Mickey Mantle products or can't use Mickey Mantle, which really disgusts me because, again, that's a business move, really a block move because Panini couldn't make baseball, so they'd hurt Topps by doing that. Hey, you know what? If this is pharmaceuticals, I totally understand. But we're talking sports cards here, right, guys? Anyway, let's get back to the story. So 2016-17, I get back in the hobby, and I'm wondering why the hell is Panini the only one who makes basketball cards and football cards? And at the time, I really didn't care because I loved the products. I was having fun, ripping packs with my boys. We enjoyed it. Got myself a Panini hat, was enjoying everything. But people would tell me, hey, man, I miss the Topps. I miss the Chrome product. Oh, remember the Bowman this? And I would just go, oh, well, yeah, sure, whatever. Now, fast forward to 2021. Panini is continuing to grow. Just the other day, they announced an exclusive licensing with, here it is, with the UFC. Let's go to their blog. Now, I'm not a UFC fan, and I'm not saying the UFC is the next big hot hit thing in the hobby, but the fact that they have that relationship with them concerns me because it makes them stronger, right? I mean, there's a lot of UFC fighters, and think about this, there's a lot of garbage autographs you're going to get out there on those products, man, okay? So Panini does this. They've also, trying to extend their soccer licensing. They're also doing some hockey stuff. And again, I understand it's a business. They want to grow. What bothers me, as they continue to grow, they continue to dilute the value of their product. Okay? They're not giving me a product with autographs and relics of game-used material or players I want. What they're doing now is they're just overprinting. Yep, I've said it. Panini is just as bad as Upper Deck was back in 1990, printing Ken Griffey Jr.'s. As Panini is today. I have it for you right now, the eBay sales. These are sold items, 2020 Panini Mega Retail Box. It's not sports specific. I did that for a reason. I just want to show you. One of the things that everybody complains about in 2020, oh, retail, the retail raiders, the flippers, the bots, these damn kids, I can't find retail. It's too expensive. Well, Panini heard you, and they continue to make more of it, right? They got a mega box for every product out there now. I think every product coming out, and that's not true, but most all products will have a mega box. I never even saw this in my stores. The retail mega box of Donruss, football, mosaic football, hoops, absolute, playbook, you name it. They've got them all. There's a freaking mega box for everything. Now the mega box, is that now the new poor man's hobby box? Because if I go back to Panini's website, here we are today, or actually 2 days ago, Panini sold hoops for $350. Now let me just give you a little background on hoops, okay? Allocated hoops, I don't know exactly, but it is under $100 a box. That means if you've got allocations, you're buying this product at roughly, I don't know, under $100 a box. Now, what drives me crazy here, hey, that's part of the business. I understand distribution's been around for a long time, but then Panini, instead of protecting suggested retail price, which they used to do many years ago, they now use Dutch oven auctions, or they just go ahead and price it directly at what they think's the market value, $350. Not the suggested retail price, the market value. This is what's driving up this. This is why you can't get to retail, because of this. And this is happening because of this. You see what I'm saying? We allow these exclusive licensings, which allows them to set these ridiculous prices, which allows them to drive up retail prices. It's a cause and effect. Now, let me go back. There's a few things I want to point out. One thing that bothers me here, Panini, if you want to do this, then I'm going to ask that you stop allocation. Stop it. Don't give allocated products to anyone. Charge everyone the same damn price. You can do it. We know you can. You'll make more money. End those distribution relationships. Stop giving them boxes for $50, $60. Charge them $3.50. You know why I say that? Because if you do that, you're going to lose. Because you and I both know Disty won't pay it. And the reason Disty won't pay it is because they can't mark it up to charge me. So think about this. If you're going to do this and you're going to hit me on the retail side for that, I want you to punish the distributors as well. They need to pay more money. I'm sick and tired of hearing about them paying $120 for a box of Prism that is now selling for $3,000 on the aftermarket. Okay, it's ridiculous. Now, we'll get to the aftermarket in a minute, right? Because this fire's burning all over the place. Back to the retail boxes. I want to show you real quickly. Optic is out already. This releases next week on the 10th, I believe, but it's already out in retail stores. In certain locations, another thing I can't stand about retail is it comes out in certain locations, and there's so much corruption in retail because there's nobody checking this, right? I'll put it this way. If this was alcohol and you had to monitor how it's being bought and sold, there'd be a lot more checks and controls. But since it's not, since it's just cards, boxes of this stuff can drop off the back of a truck all the time. In fact, if I was the mob, right, if Tony Soprano's listening, hey, don't rob appliance trucks. Go after Panini's freaking, their trucks. They got billions of dollars of freaking products in the back, right? According to these retail prices. And I jokingly say that about organized crime, but let me tell you this. You think organized crime isn't looking into sports cards as a way to launder money? It's easy for me to get on a plane with, 10, 15 slabs worth $20,000, $30,000 in cash and fly. I can't carry $10,000 to $20,000 in cash on a plane, right? And that might be what saves the hobby. Maybe the government, and I hate to ask this, maybe the government will step in and squash Panini. Because what they're doing concerns me. And it should concern you too. And again, for everybody out there who goes, oh, we got pop reports and the print runs aren't that bad. I call bullshit. Look, simply Panini, prove me wrong. Expose your print runs. Just share your print runs with everybody. It's not that hard to do. You should limit your print runs. If you did that, you'd actually drive the value of your products up. If you told me, hey, we're only making Prism basketball next year and the print run's going to be X and it's fixed at X and it can be confirmed or whatever, hey, that's actually a good thing. But no, you're not. You know why? Because again, if I go back here, look what's going on in the retail space. This is the Hoops product coming out. Retail boxes. Okay, there's your hobby box. There's one hobby box they're making, but look how much retail products they have. Retail box, gravity box, fat box, blaster box, winter blaster box. This product takes a lot of money to manufacture because you have to have so many autos, you have to have guarantees, you have to have relics, whatever it is. There's some requirements there. This, they can put whatever they want. They just put color in there. A Shazam Prism. Hey, a Oogly Boogly Prism to number 22. Who cares? They can do whatever they want. And we eat it up. We buy it. Now, here's another example. Look at this one. You think Panini doesn't know this? Look what they did with Hoops Premium. The Hoops Premium product they released in 2019, 2020. Now, they talked about this in July because in July they were getting so many complaints about, hey, the hobby's on fire, and they were thinking, hey, we can make more money, and they want to know how they could do it. Well, look what they did. Tmall, Hoops Premium stock, box sets, another box set, Excel, NP, Megabox, Blaster, Hanger, Multi. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? So don't underestimate their ability to make retail. They're making plenty of retail. Here's another good example. Look at NASCAR. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but NASCAR. I don't think they made a Donruss NASCAR last year. They kind of come and go. I think they made an optic, but look at this. They've got blaster boxes and they got fat packs coming out this year. Think they're going to take advantage of the retail market? There's plenty of retail, guys. The problem with retail is it's not worth what we're paying. And that's, my opinion, but I think the overprinting is going to come back and haunt us. Right now, today, you can buy a card and sell it, and I recommend doing that. Flip it all you want. But I suggest that in 5 to 10 years from now, these base cards, these unnumbered cards, well, people have been telling you this, are going to have little, if any, value. And when you look back to the money you spend on retail, you're going to be sick with yourself. I will show you Topps here. Topps, I looked at their checklist. They don't have their retail as part of their checklist breakdown here. I know they will have retail, right? We know the Topps does the hanger boxes. They do blaster boxes. They even flirted last year with a mega box in Bowman, which I didn't like. We'll see if they come back with that. But in closing, let's go back here to Panini. What do I suggest? I suggest we need to organize, okay? And I think it's in the best benefit of everyone that we do this, right? We need, in my opinion, what would solve this is if every sport had at least 2 exclusive licensees, or not exclusive, but 2 licensees. 2, at least 2. So you have competition in that space. That's a minimum I'd ask. Ideally, I'd like there to be more. Now, I understand that's not going to happen. And then you could have even more printing. Like if there's 6 companies, Mike, all of them could print what they want. You're right. But then it's up to the consumer to pick the better value, and the consumers will do that. If you remember the 80s and 90s, certain products didn't stick around long. Star, for example. So let the free market be free, right? We're living right now in a controlled market. Okay, it's a monopolized market. It's kind of like thinking back to the oil industry, right? When when one company ran all the oil for the United States. You can, claim that it's good for everybody, but the reality is we know monopolies are not, right? There's very few good things about monopoly, right? We know monopolies stymie innovation. Panini's proven that. Panini has not innovated in years. What they do is they'll take a card like the Color Blast that they'll innovate once, and they'll use that across every product for 5 years, right? Downtown cards. They use it across every product, which really just devalues the value of the product, right? When you're putting downtown into draft prism boxes, then it's not as valuable as the downtown that's in a 1-of-1 box, right? But anyway, my point is, we need a change, guys. I'm not saying that it's all over, the bubbles pop, but let me tell you, man, the storm clouds are here. Okay, we're looking at 2021, which will be the biggest year, in my opinion, for what will be created and produced. I do think there's plenty of opportunity to make money and have fun this year, but 5 years from now, I wouldn't want to be holding the products from this year. That's just the way I look at it. And, we'll see as things shake out. We'll also see how this global market grows and the economy grows. I will just say this, though. A lot of people out there make money off of sports cards, and they're going to tell you that everything's good. I'm not making money off sports cards. I don't run a sports card business. I buy and sell my own sports cards for fun, but this is not my career, guys. So I'm just giving you my opinion, my thoughts, unbiased, unchecked, unfiltered. Thank you. Have a great day. Love your comments and feedback.